What is going on, guys? It is once again Legacy Killer HD back with another video. It's been a crazy month, guys. You know, I've been real busy, but I do want to get this video up here on Christmas Day just because I think it's a special day, so I wanted to make a special video. Today we're going through the top 5 best and top 5 worst games of 2013. This is my honest opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree with this, and I'm sure a lot of you will also have your own picks, and I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. It really does matter. I want to have a little bit of a group discussion going on, but I don't want to talk about each game too much. I'm just going to give like a brief description. There's going to be no spoilers, so you shouldn't worry about that. But all I ask from you guys is that you possibly smack that like button if you do enjoy the video, and possibly subscribe. Mainly my channel centered around Call of Duty, obviously, with the Call of Duty Ghost gameplay up right now. But this is going to be a little bit of a layback commentary, just talking me to you. So guys, lay back and enjoy. And first off, I do want to mention that Call of Duty Ghost is not in my top 5 best or worst. Honestly, I thought the game was decent at most. I never gave her an actual review for it. I just want to point that out now. It's not in my top 5 best or worst. I didn't see anything amazing about it, but I didn't see anything that made it the worst Call of Duty or a really bad game. But anyway, guys, we're gonna start with the worst games, and we'll go to the best. I guess I want to end the video on a high note. I don't want to end it on a sad note with bad games that really devastated this year. So we'll start with the top 5 worst. So at the 5 spot, we have the Fast and the Furious Showdown. This is just another video game coming from a movie that really just failed. I mean, nothing really worked with this. It looks like a PS2 game. The graphics, like, well, I could just say right there, they're just really awful. I'm not really gonna talk about this at all. If you guys want to see video of that, look it up, and you'll just be like, holy what? This is a 2013 game. Nothing worked with it, nothing at all. So to the number 4 spot, we have the Day 1 Gary's Incident. Oh, this was just a mess. It's supposed to. It sounds like on pen and paper, it sounds like a great game. You know, it's supposed to be a survival game, and when the game starts, it's just so many errors, so many glitches, and just nothing made any sense. And I believe that other popular YouTubers like Total Biscuit made reviews, and they actually went after the company who made the game, went after the reviewer. Total Biscuit actually tried taking it down. It's just an example of the company not wanting people giving out bad reviews of the game, even though it was a pile of shit. Just a really bad survival game that it could have been a lot better, but just nothing worked. I mean, there was frame drops. The graphics looked good, but it just didn't work on really good computers, which made really no sense. So to the number 3 spot, no surprise here, Aliens, Colonial, Marines. Just another, like I said, with the Fast and Furious, they tried making something off of the Aliens movie. Didn't work at all. Too many errors, too many glitches. This is what a lot of these games have. Too many glitches that were never fixed. Made no sense, and Aliens Colonial Marines should have never been made. It looked good at first. Honestly, I saw the first trailer of it and I thought it looked amazing. Then I played it and then I realized another pile of shit. Honestly, another pile of shit. And so the next game, the game that really aggravated me probably the most, but it's not at the number 1 spot, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I got this honestly just because I love the series. I love, you know, we saw Telltale Games make their little series out of that, and I was expecting another great game coming from I didn't know the developers, but Activision was publishing, and I got it, and so many glitches. The story made no sense. The story was a waste, honestly. There was no story. It was so boring, honestly. I thought there would be some type of climax or something. It never even happened. There was like, the plot was so messy, and I don't even know why I played the whole game. Daryl and Merle, it didn't even seem like they had a relationship. You never really even saw Merle in the game. These aren't spoilers, guys. This is just the obvious stuff. Don't ever play any of these 5 games that I'm going to be saying. Well, I've said they just really are downright awful. And the problem with The Walking Dead Survival Instinct is that hordes of zombies would just come at you, and you'd have a hammer and you could defeat them all. It's just that it would be really boring how it would happen. I mean, the logic wasn't there, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. The logic wasn't there. The number 1 spot, Ride to Hell Retribution. It's on pen and paper, another game on pen and paper that looks like they could work. I mean, they actually wanted to make this into a franchise after all the bad reviews, which is hilarious, honestly, in my opinion. But basically, it's supposed to be like some type of biker gang, biker game in the 60s. And it's supposed to be an open world game, which really fails because there's no interaction. Sound effects are missing, glitchy. The story's really off. It just doesn't make any sense at all. If you look up some reviews like Angry Joe's review of the game, you'll have it honestly is hilarious just to watch the gameplay. Honestly, if you played, it's a pain in the ass, but if you play more than 2 hours, I salute you, just because it's a game literally from hell. I don't know why any of the developers would have continued with this game, as it was canceled originally. Anyway, guys, I'm tired of talking about bad games, because those 5 games, oh, just no sense. Honestly, the game that really I thought had potential was The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, and I was deadly wrong. The others, I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the top 5 best games of 2013. This is going to brighten up my moment, my day now. And we'll start at the 5 spot with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, you know, this has been a franchise that's been around for about a couple decades. You know, Lara Croft, the tales of her, and you honestly thought that maybe this would be another generic story, but it wasn't. It was riveting, it was diverse, the gameplay was actually really fun. I think there was a couple of things they could have done better, but honestly, I liked what they did with the character building, and the story made sense. I mean, honestly, I thought the setting could have been, I wanted them to do something different with the setting, but it worked, and that's what I really liked about the game, honestly. So to my number 4 spot, Metro Last Light. I know not a lot of people will agree with this, just because I am a huge Metro fan, and I guess I'm a little bit biased towards this series, but the original installment, Metro 2033, had poor gameplay, and Metro Last Light served it. It served it justice. It brought great gameplay, a great story with 2 endings. I gotta say that. I'm not gonna say what they were, but it was a great game. And with the tale on Artyom and once again the Dark Ones, it was something unexpected, basically. Honestly, I thought it would be a decent game, but it's not worth the $60. I will say that it's one of those games that if you rent, you'll have so much fun. If you buy it, you'll be like, $60, really? And that's another thing. Actually, I did not mention the Fast and the Furious Showdown. Shockingly, it cost $40, which made no sense at all. I just kind of want to mention that in there. I guess we're at already 7 minutes almost. Anyway, guys, we will move on to the number 3 spot, which is Bioshock Infinite, the game from 2K Games, which was really hyped up, and it was really an amazing game in my opinion. You know, honestly, early on in 2013, I thought this would be the best game of the year. Obviously, there are 2 more titles ahead that I thought were a lot better that came out later on, but Bioshock, well, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, Bioshock Infinite, it had an amazing story. The gameplay was a lot of fun. A lot of people had problems with it, honestly. I don't know why. But Elizabeth and Booker, it's another great story. I can't really go into details, but you know, you just have that on the tip of your tongue. You want to say some of the details, but I'm going to make sure I don't. But it's just a diverse story that nobody really expected coming out from 2K Games. It's something different. It's obviously it has those moments where it is kind of scary. I am going to say it is kind of scary at moments. But at least in my sense it is, if you're that attached to the story. But honestly, I thought Elizabeth, she was a great character, a character that built all the way through the story. At first, she's just an immature girl, to something that it's a lot different at the end, where you think of her as something else. So like I guess guys said before, I'm trying to keep my mouth a little bit sealed. Anyway, let's move on to our number 2 pick, which is GTA 5. The only thing I did not like about GTA 5 was the story. I thought it could have been better, but everything else, the open world, the characters, they were just so much fun to explore. Trevor, his madness, you know, I guess you could say Michael with his family. Honestly, I actually liked exploring his family. And then there was also Franklin, obviously, with him just being laid back, being the chill guy that I don't think a lot of people expected. And overall, GTA 5, just so much to explore, so much to do, so many cool little Easter eggs like the UFOs and stuff. But even they played a little bit of a tribute to Bigfoot, and it's just a great game. And I know it did win Game of the Year, but honestly, I think there's one game ahead of this, which is number 1, The Last of Us, which was honestly it was a PS3 exclusive, but I do think it should have won Game of the Year, just because it has maybe I think it is the greatest story ever in a video game. You heard me right, the greatest story in a video game. And actually, if you don't know, The Last of Us apparently is going to be made into a movie, or they're planning on it. There was a couple domains a while ago, trademarks made for it for a movie, so that'd be really interesting. But the gameplay worked in this. I know a lot of people said it wasn't the gameplay that really sold us, but it was fun even playing, and the multiplayer was a lot of fun. Not a lot of people expected that out of just a story that was driven on its story, its plot. And you know, that's one thing. At first, the story starts out with Ellie. You know, she's just another like Elizabeth. She's just kind of like immature. No, like she's like, fuck this, fuck that. But by the end of the story, you're really like, you're in touch with her, everything she does, and even the character that we play as, Joel, he doesn't give a shit about her at the beginning, but once he moves on to closer to the story, he really does care about her, and that's what the story is really about. That's why I really love the game, and that's why I can't wait until The Last of Us 2. Hopefully they don't do another character, different characters, because I really do want to explore Ellie and Joel again. And I'm telling you guys, if you have not played any of those 5 games, you really should, because they just were amazing games. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section below. We're over 10 minutes, but I don't know why I had to announce that, but I do want to point that out. Usually I try to keep these videos shorter just because I know people lose interest. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video if you do enjoy. Give me a little bit of a holiday present with that, and also subscribe for more videos. Probably going to be doing a top 5 or top 10 upcoming games of 2014 in the next couple of days, so expect that. Anyway, guys, I am Legacy Kill HD, and I'm out.